Hello, my name is Blake Brott and I'm 18 years old. I currently live in Eastern Pennsylvania, but I'm actually originally from New York, the state, not New York City. I get asked that a lot. Um, Anyways, I currently have two part-time jobs. I work at a coffee house in my church, which is super cool. And then I also work actually at another coffee house, but it's a coffee house and a donut shop, and that's really cool too. And I also eat way too many donuts, but we won't talk about that. Currently at Liberty University, I'm majoring in Christian ministries, and it's actually to become a youth pastor. Youth ministry for the past 3 years has just been really one of my passions. I volunteer at my youth group, and on Wednesday nights we have middle schoolers, and I am a youth leader for that, and I lead my own small group for 8th grade girls. And then I also have started my own media team for our youth group, which is super cool. And I am just loving that, and I'm excited for this class so I can take the techniques we learn and the different strategies of speaking and anything else to apply it to when I become a youth pastor, and apply it right now as I'm already giving messages at our youth group, and next month actually I'm going to speak at one of my old youth groups so I can apply what I'm learning directly to what I'm doing right now, which is super cool. So now for my life-changing event. I actually am fortunate enough to work with my best friend Lauren, and we work at a coffee shop. And one night after we were done hanging out, I remember her dropping me off at my house and me saying to her, when you get home, text me so I know you made it home safe, you know? And then I don't remember how long ago after I was done, after she had dropped me off, when I got this phone call. But I got a phone call from one of our friends saying, hey, do you know Lauren's mom's number? And I said no, and then he went through a list, like, do you know her sister's number? Do you know her dad's number? And I was like, no, what's going on? He's like, well, weren't you with her earlier? And I was like, yeah, she dropped me off at my house, like, what's going on? He's like, well, she was in a car accident. And I was like, she's in a car accident? What do you mean? Like, she just dropped me off at my house, like. So obviously, like, I'm already crying, like, I don't know what's going on, and he said he was going to go try and see where she was, because he had just found out from a Facebook post. So I was like, well, you have to pick me up, like, I'll go with you, like, I have to go. So we went, after driving around for a little bit, maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes later, driving around dead silent, like, we both were not talking at all, and basically we're just worried because we didn't know the condition she was in. Pulled up and we saw her, and I remember like opening the door and running out and giving her a big hug, and it was huge relief to know that she was okay. I mean, she wasn't wearing a seatbelt, she flipped her car 3 times, leaned in the back seat, was foot away from a telephone pole, like it was really scary. But what made it so life-changing was afterwards we went back to her house, stayed there and just talked, and her mom and dad asked her, you know, what's the lesson that you can learn behind this? Besides wearing your seatbelt, besides, you know, not being on your phone, because she changed song on her phone. Besides that, and she said, you know, what I learned most is, you know, when I pray at night for God to kill me, you know, my lesson is that God still wants me alive. I'm still here right now. God has a plan for me. And that really changed my life and my perspective on how to live, and just knowing that, you know, God has a plan for each and every one of us, whether we know it or not. She learned that night. I think it kind of just like spoke to me too. And although like it was really scary, and she could have passed away, she's alive, and it's so heartwarming and so just relieving to know that. And the lessons she learned really just spoke to me, and I hope that speaks to you somehow. Maybe it's knowing that God has a plan for your life too. So I look forward to learning with the rest of you in this class. Bye!